Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Yeah, just give me a moment. Let me let the guys on ladies on Facebook also join me. Yeah, I hope you're all doing great. So let me know where you're joining me from. Yeah, and if you're joining me live, do drop hashtag live. And if you're catching a replay, do type hashtag replay. Yep. We're good to go. Okay. Okay, everyone. Hello. Welcome to today's live session. Your roadmap to your first 5 high-ticket clients. Yes, so always excited to join me. Let me know where you're joining me from. Do type hashtag live. And if you're catching a replay, do type hashtag replay so I know you're catching a replay. Do let me know where you're joining me from and do let me know what you do for business. Yeah? So, and today I'm going to be walking you through my personal roadmap to getting my first 5 high-ticket clients. So if you haven't got your notes ready, make sure you have your notes handy because you're going to be getting a lot of gems from this live event. Yeah? And I also wanted to let you know that there is an opportunity for a few women to join me on a VIP day event. I will be giving you the details before the end of this live session. And I will be walking you through every single thing we will be talking about today. Yeah, so it's going to be a very, very fantastic one. So I'm literally excited for the ladies who are already in. And for those of you who haven't joined, make sure you let me know. Do leave me a comment on this live video. And I'm going to share with you the details for that VIP day. Yes. So today I'm going to be walking you through, like I said already, the roadmap to getting your first 5 high-ticket clients. Ladies, getting your first 5 high-ticket clients doesn't have to be difficult. It can be as simple as you make it out to be, yeah? So, before we get right into it, I'm going to introduce myself for those of you who are joining me new and who have met me before. My name is Abia Gagara. I'm a business mentor and sales coach, and I help female coaches, consultants, and service providers attract their soul-aligned high-ticket clients, yeah? Using Facebook groups, especially leveraging other people's Facebook groups, and with low-cost paid advertising. So advertising as low as $2 a day. I normally recommend people that don't have consistent, like 2 to 3 clients, not to start with ads yet. But if you're already at that stage, I help you to also scale with ads. Yeah. So back to the topic of today. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you some important tips that you need to be aware of, especially when you're starting out. So ladies, I'm going to walk you through about 5 points. So take a note of these points because it's really, really important. Yeah. So first things first, you want to understand what you're offering. What are you literally offering? How did you come about that offer? So are you a life coach? Are you helping people with trauma? Have you gone through a particular trauma that you're helping people with? Yeah, you want to be clear on what you're going to be delivering. And how? Is it based on the fact that you've experienced that? Or is it a skill set that you have that you want to try out there first? Yeah, there are different stages that you may be at, and based on whatever you're offering is actually imperative to determining what you're going to be doing. Yeah. So, when you're starting out, like me, if I had a few people to have told me the right things to do when I was starting out, it would have made my journey much more quicker. Because, I started my entrepreneurial journey since the age of 11. That's very, very interesting, isn't it? Literally since the age of 11, yeah, I was selling one thing or the other from a very, very young age. So through the years, I've always been involved in one part of sales or the other. However, my coaching business, I actually started fully less than 2 years ago. That was around May 2021, so just getting to 2 years now in 2 months, yeah? and it's been an interesting journey. So many things I was doing when I started that I shouldn't have been doing. So I am your girl that works through this steps. So let me help you to prevent those mistakes that I already made. Yeah, so I started off like building up a Facebook group. I started off with email marketing. I started off with all the techie things because I'm quite techie as well. So I was like, okay, let me do all these techie things, building landing pages, signing up for subscriptions, you know, for my website, for my landing pages, for Calendly, for so many things that I was doing, you know, which I didn't even need to be doing at the time because I was fully overwhelmed. Yeah. So being in my 9-to-5 job, trying to run a business, having a baby, my family, it was just super overwhelming that I just disappeared. Literally, I just disappeared. But right now, through the years, I've learned so many things, and I'm not going to give it up for anything because I have learned from actually investing in myself, you know, in the way of mentors, in the way of courses, in the way of programs that have actually helped me to upskill, up level, understand how online marketing works, understand the things I need to be doing and don't need to be doing, you know, even in a life coach as well. So building up my self-development, it also had a long way to go. My mindset, you know, all of this is very imperative. Yeah, so when you're starting out, so I've got a little bit of cold in there, so if you see me like snotting away, apologies. Yeah, so literally, you have to get your mindset right. Like, you want to start this business, you have to be positive that it's going to be successful. And you have to also understand that Rome wasn't built in a day, so it may not be a smooth journey, but you'll be willing to give it your all. Like, literally, some days are high, some days are low, but just show up, just make it work. Literally, this week I've had one or two so I have one or two issues or the other. My little ones were not feeling well, so it was just so, you know, so many things to think about, worries, go to hospital in and out, you know. So because of that, I thought, oh, because of all these things happening in my life right now, even wasn't feeling too well, should I just not show up? No, you know, especially that's why it's actually imperative that you're doing what you love, because when you're doing what you love, you would always find that time to show up. It wouldn't be a chore for you. It would be something you love to do. Yeah. So yeah, so that's basically, you need to get your mindset straight first. You need to get your mindset straight. Then secondly, you have to understand your positioning. So what is your positioning? How do you position yourself out there? You understand? So how? Because you have an online business, not a brick and mortar business. When you walk into a brick and mortar store, you notice that there is a first impression you get from visiting a store. If it's a restaurant, for instance, you get a first impression, and that determines if you're going to go back there or not. If your first impression is really bad, maybe most likely you're not going to go back. But if your first impression is like really good, like you love the service, you love the food, you love the presentation, you like the way the restaurant is positioned, you like the way the cleanliness level, everything, you're going to want to go back. You're going to remember that experience. So you want to walk your potential clients through this journey. You want to walk them through. You want to make sure that you position yourself in the right way so that they can see you as that expert, as that authority. Because remember, you are starting out your coaching business. Doesn't mean that you're not an expert in what you want to teach. Because I believe that before you want to be a coach that coaches other people, you should have walked through that experience to know that it works, you know, validated it, yeah? So, and we're going to talk about that as well. So all of these things is important for you to get straight. Your positioning, how are you putting yourself out there? What are the things you're saying? How is your bio? How is your cover page? You know, if you're on Instagram, what are your highlights? You know, are your highlights already? Does it showcase your wins? Does it showcase who you're literally speaking to? Does it showcase who your potential clients are, what you do and how you help them? Yeah. So you have to make sure your bio is on point. Hi, Star Social. Thank you for joining me. Awesome to have you on board. Let me know, do comment #live. Let me know that you can hear and see me okay, and where you're also joining me from. Yeah. So if you get your positioning right, you know, how do you want people to see you out there? You know, what is your brand? You don't necessarily have to go into all of the, you know, color and branding and everything when you start. It would be good. It's like an addition for you when you're starting out. But you just need to get the basics right for your positioning, which is you have to understand your level of influence, you know, how you have to be able to influence those people that you want to coach, for them to be able to raise up their hands and say, yes, I want her to coach me. I know that she can help me. Yeah. Yeah, you have to position yourself right, you know, understand your level, be the expert that you're actually saying you are. You have to show them that you are. So it's definitely by your perceived value. If they don't perceive, you know you're valuable, you know you can help people, but do your ideal clients, do they perceive you as being valuable? The perception is all that matters. Yeah, so you have to understand your positioning, know how to position yourself as an authority. And if you want to learn more about this, actually, I did a whole 2-day workshop on positioning. So don't leave me a comment and let me know if you want to learn more about how to position yourself as an authority, so that people begin to see you as an expert that you're actually claiming you are. Yeah, so that's that bit done. Once you understand your positioning, then you want to validate your offer. What is your offer? And I would recommend, when you're starting out and you're going into Facebook group, like when you're starting out, a lot of people complain about, oh, my clients are not on Facebook groups, I don't think I'm going to sign anyone, I'm not sure of the particular Facebook group to join, I've tried Facebook groups, it's all spammy messages. Trust me, if you do it the right way, Facebook groups work. It literally works, especially when you're starting out. That's what has actually helped me to up level a lot, using Facebook groups. Actually leveraging other people's Facebook groups. Yeah? Because one of the other things that I hear a lot of people saying is, oh, I don't want to start a Facebook group. It's so overwhelming, you know. I just want to literally, you know, make use of other people's Facebook group, which is good because you're borrowing other people's audiences. They've taken their time to create that audience and you're borrowing it, but you have to borrow it the right way. You have to use it the right way. You have to follow the rules. You have to post at the right time. That is why I always recommend that you join at least one paid group where you can pay, you know, to promote, because you're running a business. Think about it. You're running a business. You want your business to succeed. It's not a hobby. It's a business. So even if it's just one paid, one group that you pay to promote in, you have to have done all your groundwork first before you choose this group, you know. And if you want to learn more about that as well, I did a workshop as well, like last week, talking about how to sort of leverage other people's Facebook groups to sign your first 5 high-ticket clients. Yeah, but in today's video, I'm walking you through that roadmap, all of the things you have to get in place to have that, to actually sign your first 5 high-ticket clients. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. You have to make sure that you create an irresistible offer. Yeah. There are different aspects of your offer that you have to actually get right, you know. You need to understand who your offer is for, yeah? Who is your offer for? It's not enough to just say, oh, like female coaches, you know. It's not enough. You have to go deeper, you know. For me, as an example, I actually help female coaches, consultants, and service providers. But apart from the fact that they are female coaches, consultants, and service providers, what do they want to do? Like, what do they want to achieve? So it's more I go a step further to say, female coaches, consultants, and service providers who want to sign high tickets. It's not every female coach I'm talking to. It's not every online service provider that I'm talking to. The specific ones that want to sign high ticket clients, yeah? So you need to get that defined properly. Who are you speaking to? Because that's going to be reflective in your messaging as well. We're going to talk about that. Because all of those things you have to get right before you actually start marketing yourself. Yeah. So who is that offer for? What are you helping them do? You know, and how are you helping them do it? You see? So they need to understand, for people to actually, because I talk all the time about 2 types of buyers, the logical buyers and the emotional buyers. Yeah. The best type of clients are the ones that literally combination of both. They are both a combination of logical and emotional, because that means fully emotional buyers, they literally thinking that they are buying the dream. They're not buying the work to get them there. They're just buying that dream. But the logical ones are also extreme as well, because they want to understand every single thing before they jump on board, which is also dangerous. But you want a mix of both, yeah? So when you understand, when you're able to incorporate into your content to attract both types of buyers, it's going to make your social media marketing so much easier, yeah? So back to it. So you want to understand what you're helping them do. What are you helping them do? You want that to be laid out within your offer, yeah? And also, what are the pain points that they have? What are the things they're currently doing that they think they know is not working, but they don't know what to do, you know? Or things that they believe they should be doing, but it hasn't been working for them, you know? Those are their main pain points. So what are those things that they're actually currently doing, but you have found a solution to it because you know there's a better way, yeah? So make that obvious within your offer. Who your offer is for, what you're doing, what you will help them achieve, that's very imperative. What you help them achieve, how you will help them achieve it. So many people are reluctant to actually invest because they're not sure of your process. They're not sure of how. A lot of people are like, oh no, I don't talk about the how, I don't want to talk about how, just want to give them the what, not the how. They need to understand how you're going to help them achieve it. How, besides you're going to help them, what is your method? What is your method? For instance, a health coach, for instance, and you know that your target audiences, they are females and they literally currently going to the gym, they've been doing a lot of things, they're not losing weight, and you know that your process doesn't have to do with going to the gym. You know that you have like a meal plan that you prepare for them and has been actually validated to work. You want to let them know that you're using a particular meal plan, and you want to show testimonials as well for those of your clients that have actually seen results. But back to the fact that it's your first 5 high-ticket clients, so you haven't got clients. Let's not forget that. So based on all of that, you want to make sure that your offer is irresistible. So when your offer is irresistible, you want to validate your offer. Literally, if you're starting out, it's imperative that you validate your offer. And there are ways that you have to validate. You literally validate your offer by posting your offer out there. This is what I help my clients do when they start out with me. That's the first thing that we actually have to nail. Because if your offer is not on point, if you don't understand who you're speaking to, if you don't understand how to call them in, then you haven't set the right foundations for your business. So I'm having to look at Facebook and Instagram. So if you see me looking this way, I'm actually here with you, yeah? So you have to make sure that you set out these foundations. All right, you have to understand all of these aspects of your offer. So once you have nailed down, created that irresistible offer, then you want to go into Facebook groups and do market research. Yeah? The market research I talked about, it's not you going out there to position yourself as a newbie. Because always remember, you are not a newbie. For you to be a coach, you must have had success with what you're coaching on. It may be a life experience, it may be a skill set that you already have, so you already have success in it. So when you go out there, you start asking random questions. Oh, who understands how this who has struggled with this particular issue, or what did you learn from this, or random questions that don't really position you as an authority, because there's some sort of questions that I put out there that makes you be seen as a newbie that is just starting out. Who can help me with this? Who understands how to do this? All of those things position you as a newbie, which you're not. So like I said, you have to understand positioning. Yeah. So there is a subtle way to actually do market research in Facebook groups. Yeah. So there is a way to do market research in Facebook that actually positions you as an expert, and you are doing this market research. So all of these things is what I help my clients sort of put together once they start out with me. And like I told you earlier, I'm going to be talking about my VIP day. This is like a new offer that I put out there to actually help people that cannot afford to actually come into my my one-to-one program at this time, like a VIP day where I'm going to walk them through every single thing that I'm talking about today. Because it's not enough for me to just tell you, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. You need to have a mentor that guides you as well, because each and every situation is different. Yeah. And when I talk about this as well, not like in my positioning workshop, I said the highest level of influence is the one that you demonstrate. It's the one that you demonstrate. It's not enough for someone to just refer you and say, oh, she's good, she can help you. Okay, fine, you can help them, you've helped someone else. However, how does the other person know that you can help them? That does not mean that you can help this particular person if you've helped someone else. So you have to be able to, demonstrate how you help. When you're actually putting your offers out there. So once you go to the Facebook group, do your market research the right way, yeah? And then get your positioning right. The next thing you want to do is you want to get your messaging right. You want to get your messaging right. And messaging and content creation is not the same. I see a lot of coaches mixing these points together. It's not the same, When your messaging has to do a lot with who you're speaking to, what stage of business are they? So your ideal client exercise cuts through all of these points. Because if you don't understand your ideal clients, you will not get your messaging. You will not get your content right. You will not get your offer right. You will not get the way you speak to people will not be right. So all of this is actually The basic is for you to understand your ideal clients. You know, get your mindset right, understand your ideal clients, yeah? So, when you're talking about your messaging, you have to have three things in mind. Who are you speaking to? Who are you speaking to? Yeah, who is getting drawn to your offer? Who do you want to get drawn to your offer? Who literally do you want to attract? What stage of business are they at? Yeah, are they starting out? Have they grown their business to a level? Are they scaling? You know, you want to spell all of that out in your messaging. You want to know the precise group of people you're speaking to. Yeah. The other thing is, how are you speaking to them? This is very important. Literally, if your ideal clients are of a sort of like a more senior age group, you know, say like over 50s, and you're speaking to them like you speak to like people in their 20s, they're not going to be able to resonate with you. They're not even going to understand the languages or the slangs you're using, you know. So how are you speaking to them? You have to understand the tone, like what's your tone of voice? Who are you speaking to? Which is why understanding your ideal clients to a deep level actually goes a long way to help. You know, you want to understand their values, you want to understand their pain points, what keeps them awake at night, what are the things they've been trying to find a solution to for so long that they still haven't found a solution to. You want to understand all of those things to be able to get your messaging right. This is an aspect I struggled with for a while before I actually started getting it right. And the minute I started getting my messaging right, it was super easy. Like my marketing was less stressful because I wasn't speaking to everybody. I was speaking to that particular niche, that precise group of people that I know I can help, you know. You have to understand that who are they? You know that you have a great skill set, but who can you actually help? Who can you actually help? I know like some of us entrepreneurs sometimes you're tempted to want to help everybody. But literally you have to have the skill set to deter the people that you don't want to work with. You're actually repelling the people you don't want to work with and you're attracting your own tribe. You want to be able to be repulsive to non-buyers, you know, and attractive to your own people, because that's the only way that your marketing is going to be seamless, it's going to be easy. I call it fun. Literally, you can make your marketing fun by the way you speak, by your messaging, by your positioning, by the kind of content you put out there. You know, if you understand your ideal client's avatar so well, your marketing is going to be super, super simple. Super simple. And then the next thing after your messaging is your content. What is your content strategy? Yeah. Quality over quantity each time. Quality over quantity each. I have signed high ticket clients from just one single post. I call it rare posts. Yeah. These are posts that sort of have marketing elements within it because you are walking them through a journey, through your story, where you started, where you currently are, and how you got to where you are. Because most likely, they are where you were at. Their current status is where you were at. So you went there, you've gone through all of those, you did something, obviously something different, and now you are at the other side. So how are you going to walk them through that in your content, in one single post? Yeah. So all of this is important. What is your current content strategy? How are you calling your ideal clients in? How are you making them resonate with what you're talking about? They want to learn your story. They want to understand your story. A lot of people are like, oh no, my story is not good enough. You know, I'm still at that phase. I'm kind of struggling with my business and everything. But you don't know that. One thing I want you to know is that your ideal clients just need to be like 2 steps behind you. You just need to be like 2 steps ahead of them. A few steps, not even 2. A few steps ahead of them. And they will be able to put their hands up when you share your story. Yeah? This is also what I found challenging in the past as well with my story. But I realized that the minute I started sharing my story was much easier for me to actually attract my own tribe. Because at the time, I think it was about early last year, I was actually working with a few clients. And I had a baby. That was born like 6 weeks early, literally. So there was so much going on. I was in myself. I was sick. I was that, you know. But initially, I told them that I was going to only take 3 weeks to come back. And literally, after 3 months, I was still not ready. So I wasn't available for them. And it was so sad because But the thing is, life happens. But I had to get better. I had to put myself. They were understanding as well. Some of them stayed, but most of them left. But I shared that story. I realized the minute I started sharing that story, telling people about the fact that I lost coaching clients when I had my baby, there was something of joy. It's something of joy to me because when I had my second baby, everyone, I was so joyful. The family, everyone is happy. I was super happy. And then, even though I was ill, and then I had other responsibilities to work to actually look at, which was my clients, I wasn't physically able to do that. But I had to sort of tell myself that the reason why I can't show up is because of this. And I give myself permission to take all of that in, to enjoy that moment, to enjoy that period with my newborn. Yeah? So sometimes when you share your story, it's actually easier for people to resonate with you, for people to connect with you. And for the few people some of people that actually read that, they were like, oh, okay. I've also gone through that experience. I literally signed the clients from just that post. I've gone through that experience because I currently had a baby as well. We had almost similar stories. And based on that story, she resonated with me and I signed her as a client. So do not be worried or scared of sharing your story. Yeah, obviously there are some stories that maybe you don't want to share because you feel like you haven't gotten to the other side yet. But always have it at the back of your mind that when you're in a place that you can share your story, there's someone else that it would help along the way. Someone else will learn from it. Someone else will pick up one or two things. Someone else will relate to you and they'll feel like, oh, this is possible. Because a lot of people are out there, they're talking about like, get 10K months, get 20K months, get 50K months and all that. A few people cannot relate to that. They're like, oh, I don't know yet because it feels impossible for me. Think about someone that is just on 2K months. I was like, that's so far out. I can't do that. It's so far out. I can't relate to that. They can't relate to that. But you have to be able to make it, it's possible because you've done it for people. But you have to make it in such a way that they can relate to that promise that you're giving to them, that you're telling them is possible. You have to make it relatable to them. Yeah? And that also has to do with you talking about how they get there and also talking about your story to get in there. Yeah? So it's actually important that you're able to take all of this type of clients along with you on your journey, especially if they are your ideal clients. Yeah? So apart from your content strategy, the next thing you want to do is have the right conversations. Have the right conversations. This is like a great skill. You need sales psychology to be able to. And you don't have to be sleazy or salesy, There is a way you can actually have the right conversations with your ideal clients, yeah? How do you bring them in from comments into Messenger? How do you bring them in from Messenger into your calls if you're doing sales calls? How do you close them from your sales calls to become clients? All of this, there is a strategy to actually having the right conversations, yeah? The strategy, the energetics, everything. This is something that you should know that's going to make your journey to getting your first 5 clients so much easier and so much seamless. And overall, I would say you should get a mentor. Hire a mentor for you. I have also done a training in the past on how to get the right mentor for you. It doesn't have to be me, obviously, but there are certain things that you need to understand for you to get the right mentor for you. Because when you get the right mentor for you, your journey is going to go like much quicker. If you would have taken like 5 years to get to a particular destination, you will get there in like 5 months or even less. Yeah, so find the right mentor for you and invest in yourself. Actually invest in yourself because, you just started a new business. You're trying to get your first 5 high-ticket clients because one of the things you should realize is that high-ticket clients is like selling high tickets is equivalent to life-changing transformations. Literally, that's why the synonym for high tickets is life-changing transformations because you're providing life-changing transformations to people. Yeah? So when you're trying to sell high ticket, you have to have gone for first. Like, you have to have taken the first step. You cannot be saying people should buy high ticket and you don't want to invest in yourself. You don't want to invest in high ticket. Yeah? Yeah. So there is a confidence level that comes with selling high ticket. And one of that is actually investing in yourself. Going first, taking the first step. As I speak to you, I've invested over 25k in courses and programs and mentors since I started just like under 2 years ago. Yeah. So you have to be able to put yourself first, and then other people will follow. Yeah, it's actually important because when you're growing as well, you're also helping your clients to grow. You have to think about this. You have to think about like, what's the why for you starting your business? It can't just be about the money you want to make. You also have to have the interest of the clients you want to work with at heart. I tell people, the minute you sort of lose your sleep over your client's success, that's when everything changes for you. When you begin to sort of lose your sleep over it, like, what does my client need? What's their next step? How can I help them get there? It becomes easier for you because once you help them succeed, then you're also helping yourself. And one of the ways you can do this is also investing in yourself. Yeah, you have to invest in yourself, and the more you grow, the more you're also going to be able to help them grow and achieve, their goals. Yeah. So I hope this has been helpful one way or the other. Like I said, I was going to talk about my VIP day coming. Literally, VIP day. It's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. This is like the first time I'm literally talking about this, like putting this offer out there. And I'm so excited about it. So excited about it because I'm actually going to help you to, in one day, so 6-hour day-long event, have like 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon. Yeah. So I'm going to actually help you with all of these things we spoke about today. It sounds like a lot, but that's why I don't want many people in that. 2 people are already in. I'm only looking for 5 ladies to actually be in that. So that I can, my eyes on your offer. Every single thing, what you're offering, how long you're offering it for, what's the duration of time that you want to use to help those clients? What is your offer? We help you with your positioning so that you're seen as that authority, not to position you as a newbie because you're not a newbie. We just came to an agreement that you're not a newbie because you're coaching people, to actually help them with a life-changing transformation that you've either gone through or a skill set that you actually have. Yeah. So all of those things, we work on your positioning, we work on validate your offer, we work on your messaging. Who are you speaking to? How should you be speaking to them? What level are they at? How can you meet them at their level? Firstly, we're also working on your ideal client avatar. Who are your real ideal clients? We're going to get to the point of naming your ideal clients for you. Yeah. So, and then your messaging and your content creation strategy, conversations, how to have the right effective conversations with your ideal client. We're working through all of that in that event. And that's not all, because that seems like a lot to do in one day. You would agree with me. But after that, I will actually help you, give you an additional 2 weeks of private coaching with myself. So you get 2 more weeks of private coaching, which you can actually use to implement most of the things that you were not able to complete implementation on that 6-hour day event. You get 2 weeks of extra coaching with me, private coaching. You also get access to me on Slack, where you can actually put your documents, what you've gone through, and you want to ask any questions, you have the opportunity to drop me voice messages, all of that. You get the worksheets as well. You get access to all the trainings as well. All the training. What I mean by all the trainings is my group program. You get access to that for 1 month. You get access to actually go in there and look at some of the videos I've done with my group coaching students for 1 month. You get all of that, for just that VIP day event. I just want to get you up and running, get started really quickly so that you have a direction. Because a lot of people I've spoken with, they actually need direction. You have a direction. So you're walking away from that event, understanding your position, understanding where you're at, understanding the next level, understanding what you need to do, and actually giving you all of the resources you need to get to where you are, which is to sign your first 5 high ticket clients. Yeah. So all of that, I'm going to be within the next 2 weeks. So middle of April, that's when we're going to have that VIP day. And what is it for? It's for female coaches, that actually have an offer out there, that actually have something that they're selling already. So this is for you, whether you are just starting out or you have been hovering around one or two clients and you can't get yourself out from there, this is going to help you. Yeah, this is actually going to help you. You have like an offer. I would say like a validated offer. But if you haven't got that, I would also help you to validate that offer. Yeah, and it will be me directly on you, like me directly with you to walk you through specific to your business that's going to actually help you. Yeah, so all of these things you get it for that VIP day event and those bonuses I just spoke about as well. And if you're thinking about this is worth more than £1,500. This is more than £1,500. But I am doing an offer for you ladies and I'm slashing it down to $497. I know a couple of my group members are like, are you crazy to actually give this offer, give this program at that price? But I really want to help a lot of people. My goal this year, like for those of you that have been following me for a while, in January, is to help at least 200 women, get their business up and running, get their business off the ground, and get them to start getting those, those goals, to achieve those goals, build those life of their dreams that they've always wanted to build, yeah, with their coaching business. So I'm offering this for $497, yeah, and like I said, there is also me giving you the opportunity to pay twice, yeah? So if you pay twice, it's going to be $257, like literally almost the same thing, $257. However, if you pay the first, payment slot like this, say this week, and the next 2 weeks, you have to have paid the last one before we start the event in the middle of April. I will confirm that day because a few people I want to make sure that everyone that is in, I actually consider everyone that is in, their location. So we will decide on the date and the day, obviously. So that's that offer for you out there. If you are serious about getting your coaching business off the ground, if you are serious about wanting to actually follow guidance from someone that's actually gone through it, made all the mistakes and then corrected herself throughout the journey, then this offer is for you. Yeah, this offer is for you. So do leave me a message, comment me below, let me know that you're actually interested in this offer. Yeah, so thank you everyone, thank you ladies for joining on Instagram and on Facebook. I hope you've gotten value from this event. Yeah, do let me know, and let me know if you're interested in that VIP day so that I can get you booked onto it. Like I said, I'm only looking for 3 more women that are serious, that put in the work, that are action takers, that want to get results, And obviously I'll have to go through the applications as well, just to be sure that you and I can actually help you as well. That's always very important. And if not, I have people that will be able to direct you to. So thank you everyone for joining. I'm so excited to be able to walk you through this roadmap today. I hope you've gotten value from it. Stash Social, thank you for joining. And those of you on Facebook, thank you for joining as well. So, and have a lovely rest of your day. Cheers.